Bodybag Center.
What is good, ladies and gentle niggas? Welcome back to another episode of Bodybag Center. I'm your host, Moonskii, here to give you the latest and greatest battles coming from Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. Now, if you want your chance to have your match displayed in total Bodybag Center goodness, all you gotta do is follow me at Moonskii on Twitter. Look out for when I send out a tweet asking to send in your craziest sparking clips, and you might have a chance to be debuted right here, like some of these entries that we're gonna see later on today. We got a packed episode for you guys once again. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and let's not waste too much time. Let's get into these matches. Alright, our next match comes from one Small Killers versus Baquatro, giving us, in a sense, a ditto match. We have DBS Broly versus DBZ Broly. Might do DBS DBZ for this naming convention here, as it might get a little confusing which Broly is who. But both these characters are high damage outputting characters. It's gonna come down to just who's gonna be the first to eat the other one's ass first at this point. Right off rip, we have DBS Broly trying to go for some attacks. Huge whiff on DBZ Broly's part right there. DBZ actually managed to find and open up DBS right there. DBZ trying to charge a little key, rushes back in. Nice strings from the DBZ Broly as he charges up the key and he starts to power up. We start to see him enter into his second phase. Now, you don't want to see this Broly enter into his legendary status. Right now we have DBS Broly powering up, and it looks like he is primed and good to go as DBZ Broly charges in, manages to get the DBS Broly and plants him into the ground. This is the battle of the Brolys right now. We're gonna see which one of these niggas is gonna be able to establish their name and claim to fame. All right, Broly throwing some nice volley of keys. All right, DBZ Broly rushing on in, knocks him back, charges up key. I like this, what I'm seeing from the DBZ Broly. Knocking him back, trying to get that key blast up. All right, now DBZ Broly has some things to worry about because DBS Broly is coming in hot right now. He's coming in hot. He's going to do a lot of damage right now. Trying to fire off some volleys of ki blast, but it's not going to work. DBS Broly charging up even more ki as finally we start to see this playing field even out. We are now max legendary Broly status. It's about to get diabolical right in this bitch. All right, and DBS Broly giving some back shots to himself. That's what I like to call self-love right there. All right, now we have both of the Brolys charging up ki as the DBS Broly tries to attack. Great vantage from DBZ Broly. Rushes on in, attacks from behind. Good low sweep, blows him back, combos that beautifully into a nice attack right there. Great special, charging even more ki. Now it looks like they're trying to find each other. Good evasion right there on his part. Great block string from the DBZ Broly as he charges even more ki. He might enter Sparking. If he enters Sparking, this might prove to be the end for Baquatro if he's not ready. All right, and looks like they're expected. They both enter Sparking right there, and just like that, it looks like DBZ Broly closes this out in that was a crazy bout at that point. This was a great match. There was a lot of ups and downs. It was a race to see who can get to their final form the fastest to just do that damage that they just still desperately needs in a battle like this. Shout outs to Small Killers for delivering us a crazy Broly v Broly match. Love that aggression right there. It was definitely back and forth. I will say DBZ Broly definitely had a lot of mix-ups, great lows, great blocks, great aggression, just to be on Broly's S's side a little bit. You know, it was definitely dicey back there. But at the end of the day, there could only be one. Throw some body bags in the chat.
Body bag.
All right, we are back with our next match. It's coming from Odin Highwind. He's giving us a cauliflower versus Gohan. We're gonna see how these goes. Both of these are two respectable characters. I'm expecting nothing but greatness out of this match. We'll see how the battle unfolds. Key blast from the Gohan off rip. Cauliflower blowing Gohan back. Gohan getting back in there. He's saying, bitch, do you know who I am? Cauliflower's gonna remind Gohan who the fuck she is. Good low sweep, blowing Gohan back. Gohan trying to apply some pressure on his own. Cauliflower saying, fuck that pressure. I'm gonna apply some more as she knocks Gohan around, and Gohan manages to evade that first barrage but gets caught up in the second one. Gohan getting some ki, all right, and knocked Caulifla away. He's trying to desperately get his ki meter up, all right, as Caulifla gets back in Gohan's ass. Gohan trying to keep his distance away as he rushes in. Caulifla's caught slipping a little bit. Great ki blast to keep Gohan on his feet. All right, right now Gohan is literally trying to find his way in. Seems like he's struggling to get into Caulifla's defenses. Great blocks from Caulifla, just knowing where Gohan is just going to approach from, and Gohan is going to eat all this damage. He's literally in this yellow bar right now. Gohan, he's on the defensive for too long, and that's the problem right now. When you're on the defensive like this, you're not really doing damage. And if you're not doing damage, your opponent is just going to keep on wailing you until you start chipping at your guard. So, Gohan needs to start fighting back, but I fear it might be too late as Caulifla starts to put even more aggression. Gohan is literally on his last bar. He's taking too long. He's finally getting off his super perception, charging up right in Caulifla's face. A bold move from the Gohan, but it looks like it might play off as Caulifla gets a ki blast, a straight hit. All right, another leg sweep. He's catching with the leg sweep, and he goes for a beautiful grab to finish it all out. I think the problem there was Gohan was scared. He was turtling up. Caulifla was just nailing him. All different angles from the top to the bottom. Had him leg spread. He had no choice but to take it. He was like, do you know who I am? Bitch, no we don't. We don't. And unfortunately, Gohan has to remind himself who he is. It looks like we're back into Resurrection F days. Gohan, back in the lab, my nigga. That was another certified body bag. Great batch. Great display on what it's like to be an aggressor and a defender. And sometimes a great defense may not always be a best offense if you're not doing any offense. Let's move on to our next match. Certified body bags in the chat. Throw some BBCs in the motherfucking chat as we get into our next match.
Body bag.
Think fast, bitch ass niggas, coming at you hot with our next match. We got Sketchy Bug giving us a DP battle. We have Dispo and a couple of Majin Boos versus Oob, Chaozu, and Gohan. Now, we're going to see how the team synergy works. Now, I believe the team leading off with Oob has to be worried about the double Boos. It's getting spooky out here as the Boos are in the tuck, but he's leading off with a Dispo. As we get into this, we have Dispo charging on in on the Oob. Great back shots from the Dispo right there as Oob managed to blow Dispo back. Try to charge in a little bit. Dispo rushes back in. Oob with a huge whip, and Dispo capitalizes on this. Great Oob finally gets a hit, charges up his ki. He tries to rush in. Dispo rushes in for him, saying, oh, you want to go? Let's go, as he rushes into Oob. I really don't like how Dispo's beating up on these niggas of color, but guess what? If you heard Dispo talk, he a nigga for real himself. You understand me? That's my boy, Dispo. That's rat nigga right there. All right, they both charging up their ki right there. All right, as Oob tries to do something, but Dispo blows him back, hits him with a Justice Crush. Oob's got to really just start focusing up because he's letting Dispo just get this free real estate to charge up his ki, entering the sparking as Oob enters in a powered up state. Let's see if he can try to do something with this right now as Dispo's now in sparking. He rushes in hot, gets Oob. Oh my gosh, Oob, you got to lock in right now, Oob. You have to lock in. Let's see if he can lock in as Dispo is going to do some good damage on Oob. Probably bring it down to his last health bar. This is his last health bar. Now is the time to lock in Oob. Oob, lock in. Oob, the back door is open. Oob, are you going to lock in? Please, the criminals are walking through the back door. They're taking the TV down. Lock in. Oob didn't lock in. All right, and since he didn't lock in, someone else has to lock the door behind him. Here comes the Gohan. Here comes the Gohan. As Dispo enters into sparking, Gohan has a little bit of things to worry about as he enters the fray, as Dispo is pretty hot right now. Here's Gohan up in the distance. All right, and now we have Dispo finally catching Gohan as the Gohan was trying to keep himself some distance. All right, catch him with the power of justice right there. United Justice Stream right there, hitting Gohan, almost evening up the match. Gohan just catching himself left and right into Dispo's fists and legs. Gohan, do something. Dispo is just in rare form right now. What can this team do? They're feeling pretty comfortable right now. Dispo is pretty comfortable. Gohan has to lock in at some point because if Dispo is just going to clean up the whole team, this will be embarrassing. But Gohan said it's not going to go down like that. Here as Dispo rushes in and said, no, nigga, this is exactly how it's going to go down. Gohan said, let me remind you who I am. As Dispo responds and said, bitch, I know who I am. I don't give a fuck about you. Gohan is going to give him a reminder. Let's see if Dispo is able to make a mental note in the future when he gets a load of this. All right, here comes Goten. Tries to go for a brother Kameo wave. And Dispo realized at this point that he may not be able to take out Gohan as he enters into his last health bar. All right, Dispo now charges in. Gohan fires a Ki Blast, it whiffs. All right, and he managed to pressure Dispo. Dispo fights back. He wants to get one last hit off if he knows this is the end for him. He wants to make it easier for his team as the next Buu waiting in the wing is going to try to come in, but he wants to make this a nice clean match as Gohan is also on his legs. It looks like both of them did what they needed to do, and Buu fires off a volley attacks of Gohan. This should just clean up whatever life Gohan has. Now all that's left is the Chaozu and the Goku. Can Chaozu do anything to bring this match around? I believe in the little nigga. Let's see if little nigga Chao can do something. Now Chaozu isn't sparking. Let's see if Chao can actually do something with this. Now it looks like Buu might be playing a little bit of a spacing game as he's waiting out that sparking. Chao is wasting a lot of his sparking meter as Majin Buu was just giving him some space, and looks like he may have baited him. He may have fell into the trap, turning that nigga straight into some gingerbread right there. As he goes and gets a nice fistful of that. All right, Chaozu goes ahead and throws a big old brick in this nigga's face like he's playing Minecraft at this nigga. All right, and little nigga running all in, hit with some back shots. Majin Buu blow that little nigga back as he charges up some more Ki Blast. Chaozu try to fire back with some volleys of Ki. All right, great volleys of Majin Buu of his own, and I fear that Chaozu might find himself on the shelves at the Willy Wonka factory soon enough. Yup, there it is. It was only a matter of time. Turn that nigga straight into some gingerbread man. Gonna get his ass gobbled up, unfortunately, as we see our last competitor, Goku, entering into this field. Now, let's see. We got our next Buu on the field. All right, here comes Goku, trying to do some damage to the Buu. Great hits, great finish from the Buu. Great tech, good low sweep from the Goku. Goku's trying to do something right now. All right, as he starts fighting, Goku is now getting into beautiful low sweeps. Good Ki Blast. All right, Majin Buu is now going to grab Goku. Huge whip. Goku punishes right there. Can Goku close out his life as he plants Majin straight in the ground, getting some great distance, trying to charge him with Ki. Majin Buu right back in his face. Look alive, nigga. Look alive, nigga. As Majin finally charges up some Ki of his own, enters into Sparking. All right, looks like Goku's trying to enter into Sparking himself, but he rushes straight in. All right, he's trying to capitalize as Majin's meter goes down, but he rushes back in. He's going to make the most out of this. He ain't going to play with him. He ain't going to play with him. Look alive, Goku. Look alive. Look alive. But unfortunately, he whiffs, and Goku is going to come on in. Wait, it looks like Goku actually gets hit. Goku's now on his last health bar. He's on his last health bar. Last health bar from Goku. He vanishes up in the air and looks like he's gonna try to retaliate a little bit. He whiffs. Unfortunate, he whiffs as Majin catches him with the rings. He blows that nigga's asshole up to Kingdom Come like he went to Taco Bell. Catches him with the rings. He blows that nigga's asshole up to Kingdom Come like he went to Taco Bell. The nigga's ass is on the floor. He bodied the son. He bodied the father. He bodied the little nigga, and he bodied motherfucking little goddamn oob. Oh my God, you gotta be honest with you. You gotta be honest with yourself. Sometimes you only need two. You only need two. A phenomenal play from Sketchy Bug. Phenomenal play. Throw some BBCs.
Bodybag.
That match was commanding. I think he just had the upper hand in every situation. He went from aggression to evasion to defensive. He did all the right things during the right moment. He recognized the sparking. He didn't want to take unneeded damage. He gave the little nigga Chaozu his space as he wasted his meter. Baited him because you knew that Chaozu was trying to get in that damage. As Chaozu tried to rush on in, he baited him with an attack, capitalized on it. Great defense when defense was needed for the Gohan and the Goku, and he just recognized great on-field awareness overall. Shout out to the Dispo leading it off, and the Majin Buu really just to clean up everything. We didn't even get to see the rest of the cast, but this was a phenomenal play from Sketchy Bug. Shout outs to you. That was a certified body bag. Well, we're here at the end of another episode. You had fun? I did too. Well, I'll see you guys next time. Make sure you follow me at Moonskii at twitter.com if you want a chance to have your match shown off in Bodybag Center greatness. All you got to do is follow me like I said. Look out for whenever I send a tweet that's saying, send me your craziest sparking videos, and you too might be here next week in Bodybag Center. This is Moonskii, signing off for the night. Would you kindly get the fuck off my channel?